guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Elaina. Привет! I'm a Russian American makeup and beauty addict. I usually do reviews and tutorials of affordable, inexpensive makeup from Walmart, drugstore, various websites. I'll test it on my face, I'll pass the savings to you guys. In this video, we're doing this look with this beautiful, affordable, brand new release from BH Cosmetics. It's called Passion in Paris. It looks like this. Gorgeous, right? So we're gonna be doing this look. I'll give you some swatches, a little tutorial, and my final thoughts at the end. So if you guys are interested to see how it works, then keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and ring notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new video upload. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live every Monday. Do follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the links down in the description box, as well as my Patreon group. So subscribe, like, comment, let's get right into this. So I got this palette for 17 bucks, and with this discount I got like 4 something off, but I mean it's still affordable. 16 shades, beautiful, gorgeous shimmers. You're gonna see the swatches right here on my gorgeous hairy arm of my husband. The hairy arms are back. So as you can see, the shimmers swatch like butter. I did not prime his arm, and you can still see that the swatches beautifully. It was almost like one swipe and it just comes through. Amazing. All my BH Cosmetics palettes, like especially the latest ones, the travel series, they all swatch just like that. And perform on the eyes amazingly. All buttery, all blended to each other. I never had any issues with patchiness or blendability, none of them. And all this very pigmented. The black is always very black, the white is white. I don't know how they do it, but for their budget price, they outperform some high-end makeup. And I'm telling you, I've had patchiness problems with high-end makeup lately, and this budget makeup never fails. So, without further ado, let's beat my eyes and do this extra sunsetty look. I mean, this is not the point. The rest of the eyeshadow is the point. The lines is just extra that I had to put in there. And the gems, and the glitter, and the whole 9 yards. Because, you know, extra person, I can't beat the extra queen out of myself. Let's get into the tutorial. So, I was inspired by this picture. Clearly, this calls for a night sky in Paris. And my husband and I have been in Paris once. In 2018, it was beautiful. We saw the architecture, we saw Versailles. I was impressed by it. So I really wanted to create a night sky and like a sunset, sun and stars look, and I created it. You know, obviously the lines are not made with this palette, but the point is this palette is the bomb. So we're gonna start. Most of the colors are gonna be used. So I'm gonna start with Musée d'Orsay. It's black, and knowing BH Cosmetics, the blacks are amazing. So I'm going to start to sketch my full cut crease. This is a small lavish brush, pencil brush from BoxyCharm. I'm gonna try not to make the line too thick because I want other colors to stand out, and the black will be just a background, just to make it a little more pigmented. Just matching the other eyeball. Very good black, just like all the other blacks in BH Cosmetic palettes. Now I'm going to dip a small Spectrum 813 brush. It's kind of a flat smudgy brush. It's good to pack the color in small areas like this. So I'm gonna go between Grand Palais and Pompidou. Most likely I'm gonna butcher all the pronunciation, so excuse me. So this too, so I'm gonna go with dark and then to lighter. It's gonna create depth, and I'm gonna make the color stand out and really bright. I'm just topping the black. I'm literally putting this on top of black. I'm gonna dip the same brush into the other color later. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name. So now that I laid it, we're going to blend this. I'm just gonna use the unknown brush. I think it was from Ipsy bag when I used to receive Ipsy bags. The eyeshadows are so buttery, blend so easy. So if you're wondering what I'm using for my base, I'm actually using a concealer base. So my eyelids kind of been dry, and trying to moisturize more than using retinol, because I think I dried them out by using retinol treatment, so trying to moisturize now. But anyway, if I use the primer, it's just crusty. So I used my pot concealer, and this is Catrice, excuse me. Well, now I'm using small Morphe M562 brush. I'm going to go in between these two light colors. This is kind of too light and this is dark. Like, I want to go in between them and blend this out. I'm going to this Sacre Coeur. I can't pronounce it, so excuse me. I'm gonna apologize for butchering the whole time. Spectrum B10. This is a very fluffy brush. Just gonna use this here, just to add a little purple, because the low part is very purple. So I laid some cake liner off camera. I cleaned up eyelid and I cut the crease. I didn't want to do it on camera because it takes forever. Anyway, I used the retro liners from Glam, the roller skate and a crop top, kind of mixed together. I wanted to emulate the sunsetty color, like the sun that just sets and it's all orange, yellow kind of color. So yeah, that's what it did. And I put some more concealer because that's how I roll today. Conceal the house. Anyway, so I'm going back to black with the same small lavish brush. So pretty much doing the halo eye here, kind of very dark and smoky halo eye. This is pretty fairly easy because the eyeshadows, they're so buttery, they're so pigmented, they blend into each other so well. And now I'm going to this deep purple, Monarch. If any of you speak French, you're probably gonna be like, that is bad pronunciation. So sorry. I only speak two languages, Russian and English. I don't think I speak any of them properly anymore. I have an accent when I speak Russian because I haven't used it in a long time. And I have an accent when I speak English. So I'm screwed pretty much. I don't speak neither of the languages correctly. Look how buttery this is. Beautiful. Going to Spectrum B11 brush, I'm going to CN. I'm butchering again. And finishing it off with P10 Spectrum brush, I'm going to Sacre Coeur. I'm not even going there. This one. I wonder when they're making the palette, they were thinking, like, laughing to themselves how people were about to pronounce this. BH Cosmetics did us dirty. So I put the black into the waterline. This is Queen. It's called Queen, I think, instead of Queen, like Queen. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Dragon Liner brand from BoxyCharm. It's pretty good actually, very smooth. So now I'm gonna do the halo part and then I'm gonna highlight. This is pretty much the easiest part and the most satisfying. So I'm gonna take the flat brush. That's for BoxyCharm as well. Luxie 211 concealer brush. It's very flat. It's very good for this kind of thing. So I'm gonna go for Versailles and then for Pantheon, and we're gonna go into the beautiful Versailles. Oh my god, look at that. That is so beautiful. My Glam liner is already cracking. Something about those Glam liners, they crack easily. I'll fix that later. Put Pantheon in the middle and do the same thing on a low lash line. And a tiny bit of this shimmer over here. I'm just dipping with the same brush and just adding a little bit of this light purple in the middle. that is so pretty. It already gives you a blend with no effort. So the highlight, I'm just gonna use this tiny brush. This is an eyeliner brush, I think. I'm gonna use a louver just because it's the brightest and the lightest, and I feel like being extra all day, every day. Oh, that is a highlight of highlights. I'm probably gonna put this in my inner corner when I do my face. I don't like to do this before the base. Now I'm gonna take even skinnier brush. This came from a paint set, like oil paints. And I'm going to go into the Midas Cosmetics Cake Liner palette. I'm gonna go into this one. It's like a light orange, but it comes off very, very pastel, which is a good idea because I wanted the stars to be very pastel, almost white, but not quite white. So I'm gonna create a few stars and put gems on them. So I ended up with this kind of sunsetty colors. I created this kind of a reflection of the sun on the water type of thing. It just came to me eventually. So now I'm gonna do the face, the base, and I'll be back with a full beat face. Okay, this is a finished look. I did add a little glitter in the middle because, you know, what else is new? I'm extra AF. And I use colored rain lipsticks for the lips, still a ombre thing. The gray one and the purple one, Heart of Stone and Bodacious. And there you have it. The jewels, the sunset. I mean, we're not reviewing the liners and the jewels, obviously, but the palette is amazeballs. As you can see, it's very, very pigmented. Just like all those others, like travel palettes like this I have. They're all amazing. BH Cosmetics have been really bringing it every single time. This is so lush. So that's a finished look. I put 2 sets of extensions there, and one of them I kind of destroyed already. It's getting dry, but anyway. I'm really enjoying this. I did not doubt that this was going to perform. BH Cosmetics, all the palettes I've been getting from them, all phenomenal. Like every single one. And this kind of thing, it was so beautiful. And Teresa told me, my friend, she's like, you must have this, you must get this. And I mean, I had to get it. So I do highly recommend this. The $17, 16 beautiful pigmented shades. I would say this is a quality of high-end makeup for a low budget price. Right up my alley. Beautiful cool tone palette. So let me know if you picked it up. Leave me a comment below, and do like this video, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel please if you haven't yet. I upload 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and also go live every Monday. Huge thank you to all my patrons. You guys are great. Thank you so much for the support. I have a Patreon group. The link to it is also in the description box, as well as my social media. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!